Hey everyone, it is Pastor Tofar, and it has been 14 months since we have physically been together as the body of Christ in our building. And we are excited to welcome you back to worship in the building this Sunday, if that is the option you choose. If you will be watching from home, we've done things to make that the most enjoyable experience for you, if that is the option you choose. If coming to worship here at Good Shepherd is the option you are going to be going with, we just have some things we want you to know about when you return. And we're going to start in the parking lot. We're going to ask that you use the non-carport entrance. Now, if you need to be dropped off at the carport, you can do that. We're not saying don't use it, but we've kind of set things up that this is the way that we want you to enter worship. So we're going to ask that you please, as you are able, come to the parking lot entrance part of the parking lot. And as you come here, there's going to be some things that you find that are just for you. If you are a visitor, I am standing in our marked visitor parking spots. We've got a couple spots closest to the entry set aside for you. If you are a expecting mother or a parent with children you'd rather not have running through a parking lot, we have 4 parking spots just behind me here that are for you. If you have handicap plates or a handicap badge hanging from your mirror, we have spots for those as well. So this is where you will find the rest of you. The parking lot is yours. Find the spot that suits you best. But once you are here, we are asking that you come to the non-carport doors to enter the building as you are able. Let's head inside. So we will have these doors open for you. You won't have to grab handles. You won't have to push the automatic opener buttons. You'll be able to enjoy contact-free entry into the building. On your way in, we are going to have "We Are Glad You Are Here" greeters. We're going to have people outside who are excited to welcome you back into our building. And that is something new here at Good Shepherd, that when you come to worship, you are going to be greeted by people who are glad that you are here, and they are going to make you know how excited they are that you are worshiping with us here at Good Shepherd. Let's head further inside for just a bit more. Once you get inside, you're going to find this dry erase board. And this dry erase board is full of ways that you can be a part of worship here on Sunday mornings. We've got a spot for your family, for you yourself, whoever it is that wants to sign up for the "We Are Glad You Are Here" team. We've got a place for you to sign up for that. If you want to sign up to be an usher, our usher responsibilities have changed a little bit, as we won't be passing a plate, collecting offering. We do still have responsibilities for ushers, so you can sign up to be an usher. If running our PowerPoint and our live stream is something that interests you, you can sign up there. Or if you would like to be our reader during worship, you will sign up for that here as well. But these are all things that you will find right when you walk into the building. And then as we just turn a little bit, parents, this is especially for you. This display right behind me are resources for you. As you are raising your child and asking yourself the questions that you have about your child and their faith development at the age that they are at, that is where you will find those things. On top of that shelf is a jar of, or many jars of cotton balls. Each jar is labeled with an age range, and the cotton balls represent the weeks that you have left with your child in your home until they turn 18. So you may or may not want to look at that. It is a reminder of how quickly time is flying by for you. Let's head a little further into the building and hear more about what coming to worship is going to be like for you as we return to worship here at Good Shepherd. Now, hopefully as you've made your way into the building, you've put your mask on your face. I'm not wearing it now, so you can all hear me clearly. But as you come in, please do put your mask on. It is the best way and easiest way that you can show your neighbor that you love and care for them. If you forget your mask, right here on this stand, and there's another stand at the other entrance, if that is the entrance you choose, will be a box of disposable masks for you, and we are going to be asking that if you come in without a mask, that you please do put one on. There's also hand sanitizer here on this stand. We're going to ask that you give yourselves a little squirt of hand sanitizer before you move to the table where you will find your communion elements for worship. We have our individual wrapped communion elements. So as you'll take them to your seat with you. Parents, you may want to hold on to your children's. And until we are ready for that part of our worship service. So you will come in, sanitize your hands, and grab your communion elements, individual serve wafer right on that individual lid on top, and bring that with you to your seat in the sanctuary. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to get into the sanctuary. Let's go there and see what that is going to be like. As you made your way to the sanctuary, you hopefully should have been greeted by an usher. And in that greeting, this is an opportunity for you to let us know if you would like a chair with arms. We have a section just over here set up with chairs that have arms on them. If you don't want to sit there, you don't have to. We have a stack of armed chairs ready for you that you tell that usher, I want a chair with arms and I want to sit on the end of this row. Let them know that, and they will happily grab one of those chairs for you. If you are someone who comes to worship with us in a wheelchair, let the usher know that and where you would like to sit, and they will gladly remove a chair from the end of a row for you, and you will be able to sit in any row that you wish. So some of those steps that we have taken to make this a place for you for worship. When you come to worship and come to find the seat that you will sit in and where you and your family will sit, we are asking for two things. One, trust. Two, respect. We are trusting you to know who you trust. If you've been out to dinner with someone who's coming to worship, maybe think about sitting by them in church. If you've been playing cards throughout the week and the people you've been playing cards with are coming to worship, think about sitting with them. Otherwise, we are going to ask you to space out in the sanctuary. The way you're going to do that is simply leave 3 chairs between yourself and other people in your row. The rows are spaced out in front and behind them, but as far as in the rows, just leave 3 chairs between yourself and those who are in the row with you. Otherwise, you will be ready to sit wherever it is that you want to sit. Now, as we come forward a little further, here in the aisle is where you will place your offering. We have 2 offering plates, one for your general offering that goes to the mission and ministry of Lutheran Church of the Good Shepherd. The other side of that is where you will put your mission offering. This is one of the things we are excited about the most to still be able to do during worship, and that is collect our wishing well offering. The way we are going to do that is have you put your mission offering in that plate when you come into worship. We're not going to have kids running around collecting offering from you, but we will have one of our children, or one of our young people, during the time with kids, come out and take that plate and bring it up to the wishing well and do that offering that way. So as you come in, let the usher know if you would like a chair removed or if you would like a chair with arms. Bring your offering to the offering table, and then please find your spot wherever it is that you would like to sit. The question on many people's minds is, what can I expect from worship? Am I going to be able to sing? Am I going to be able to partake in the liturgy and the call and response parts of our worship that we are used to? And the answer is yes. We've done things and taken steps to ensure that we are able to do those things that happen for many of us by muscle memory. So how that is going to happen is our gathering song. We're going to ask that you sing as though you are the timid kid in the choir program. Not so much the lead in the opera, but the shy kid who doesn't necessarily want to be up front singing. We're going to ask that you sing like them. Our song of the day is going to be a choir anthem. Our choir will be leading all of our music, and our song of the day will be an anthem that they have prepared for us. And then our closing hymn will be at the very end, and maybe sing a little bit more enthusiastically than you did for the opening song. Communion. We will do the sacrament of Holy Communion right before the closing hymn, so you'll be instructed to open your individual cup of grape juice and the wafer, and you will take those as the words of institution are spoken. And so we've done everything we can to make worship as close to normal, as close to what you are used to or what you've seen done in the past. And so we hope and pray that you trust the things that we have done to make this something that can happen for all of us. At the conclusion of our closing hymn, you will be released and asked to exit the sanctuary. We ask that you do that in an orderly fashion. We'll start from the front and release that way, asking you not to get bunched up. I'm not going to be out in the hallway shaking hands. I will be there greeting you. But at that time, we're just trusting you to exit in an orderly fashion, and in a respectful manner that is respectful to all people who attend worship here. And again, as you make your way out of the sanctuary, the same table that you grabbed your communion elements from, there will be one of these bins, one of these baskets, that you can put your used communion cups in. Again, don't bunch up, don't crowd around those, but do this in a respectful, orderly fashion, that we can continue to do this in the safest way possible. This is going to be the hardest part for many people. You are going to get to this point where it's turn and leave the building, or muscle memory kick in and go into the fellowship hall. Unfortunately, we are not going to be offering fellowship time in the building. However, we are not going to tell you not to have conversations outside. And if it's weather like it is today, those conversations will linger. If you want to head out to the courtyard and have conversations out there, you can. But we are going to ask you not to congregate inside the building. And as you go to exit, you will find the doors will still be open for you. You won't have to touch any handles, any door openers, and so no points of contact there. As you get to your cars, know how grateful we are that you were with us in worship today. Know how grateful we were to see you, to be together with you, and to physically, again, experience the physically gathered body of Christ. Thanks be to God. We'll see you Sunday.